We're going to start our workout off today with some controlled articular rotations for the left shoulder. So take a kneeling position, arm is going to stay straight, keep your entire body still, and you're just going to rotate the shoulder in large circles. Do 1 or 2 reps in each direction, making as big of a circle as you can, keeping everything in the body still except for that left shoulder. And coming up, we're just going to switch sides. Coming up next will be floor angels, so lie down on your back with your feet planted flat on the floor. Through this motion, try to keep your spine flat to the floor the entire time. You're going to slide your arms up and down, overhead, and then down to your sides. Try to keep all the back of the arms and the entire back flat to the floor the whole time. It's a great movement for strengthening the muscles in the back of the shoulder, the rotator cuff, and all the muscles that help pull your arms up overhead. So if you have troubles in overhead pressing or handstanding or anything like that, this is a great one to start off your workouts just to get the shoulders mobilized. And coming up next will be wall arm circles. So take a kneeling position next to the wall. You want to go far enough away from the wall that you can create the entire circle without the need to bend your elbow or rotate your body too much. As you improve with this motion, you'll be able to go closer and closer to the wall, eventually having your shoulder practically starting touching the wall. The goal of this exercise is just to get the muscles of your own shoulder to move you into some of those more extreme overhead and behind the body positions, just strengthening the back of the shoulder and moving the joint through its entire range of motion. Coming up next, you're just going to move over to the right hand side. As you're doing these, really focus on minimizing the rotation that you're getting from the body. Try to have all the rotation coming just from that shoulder joint. Coming up next, we're going to have our internal rotation stretch for the left hand side. So you're going to take your yoga strap or towel in your right hand and reach up and behind your back. Let that strap dangle down and you're going to catch it with your left hand side reaching up your back. You're going to use the right hand side to pull up the arm and stretch the front of the left hand shoulder. Up next will be the same thing on the right hand side. And coming up next will be prone swimmers. So lie face down on the floor. You're going to take the backs of your hands and put them on your lower back. From here, start the motion by lifting your hands straight up off of your lower back and hover for a split second. Then you're going to bring your hands all the way around like you're doing a butterfly stroke in swimming. Bring your hands far up overhead and hover above the ground with your hands as high off the ground as you can before returning to the start position with the hands hovered above the lower back, and then put the backs of the hands back down on the lower back to begin again. Next up will be our towel curl and press. So take your towel or strap in hand, about shoulder width apart, and you're going to actively pull the strap apart through the entire duration of the movement. Then you're just going to perform a bicep curl. Once you reach the top of the bicep curl, press the arms up overhead, again making sure you're pulling the strap apart for the entire duration of the movement, both up and down. We're training the external rotators of the rotator cuff. This is really good for strengthening those shoulders in the overhead position. Really going to start to feel the burn here in the outside parts of the shoulder as we near the end of the movement. Coming up next will be the puppy dog stretch. So take a hands and knees position and make sure your hips stay stacked over top of your knees for the entire stretch. And you're going to walk your hands far up overhead and press your chest down toward the floor. A perfect puppy dog stretch would have your chest touching the floor, chin touching the floor, arms reaching far up overhead. To make sure that this stretch is really effective, try to press your palms firmly into the ground, get the arms nice and straight, and push the chest down toward the floor. Really going to feel this stretch in the armpit area. It's the main focus here. You may also feel it in the backs of the shoulders and maybe the upper part of the spine as we stretch down. And our final movement today is our shoulder T rotations. This is a great stretch to finish off on. It's also a great one that you can do at a desk or just when you're sitting throughout the day. So you're gonna reach your arms wide out to the side. Really think about spreading your arms as wide as you possibly can. You're gonna turn one of your palms down and really push your hands apart and turn your head towards the palm that is facing down. And really spread the arms apart as much as you possibly can. The real focus here is twisting the arms and spreading them out.